What's up? This is Frank, and today I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why you shouldn't skip leg day. So, reason number 1, it's harder to burn fat. Listen, if you're not training your legs properly, they're one of your largest muscle groups in the entire body, and they can burn a lot of fat and burn calories. And especially if you're female, even if you're a guy, you gotta be training your legs. Now, it's always good to include maybe some days of recovery, some yoga, some mobility in between so you don't overtrain, especially if you're brand new to it, but you gotta train your legs. And I know it's hard, and trust me, if you're one of my clients watching this video, it's a struggle to train legs because it's one of the hardest muscle groups to train. Heck, even me, I hired a trainer in 2012 and 2014. I mean, I've been training for over 15, 20 years now, and I even hired a trainer for 2 straight years to help me train my legs and even do more athletic movements, do powerlifting, do sprints, and specifically I would use him for lower body days because I wanted to get my ass kicked, and because I knew sometimes it's easy to cheat yourself out of training your legs hard. So like I said, it's harder to burn fat because if you're not training your legs, that's the most metabolically active part of your body. Like, just by training their legs, they're the largest muscle groups. They help you burn a ton of calories. So please, please, please train your legs, okay? They will help you burn a ton of calories. And in a little sneak peek, I'm gonna give you a part 2 to the video. This is part 1. And part 2, we're gonna give you 5 exercises, 5 bodyweight leg exercises, or 5 bodyweight lower body exercises that you should be doing at home. So watch this video all the way through because I'm gonna link another video to that and you can check out those exercises. Number 2, it's harder to build muscle. When you training your legs, like I said, harder to burn fat, it's harder to build muscle. Because when you do train your legs hard and heavy and you train them religiously, your body releases a lot of growth hormones and it releases more testosterone to help aid in that repair. Yes, male or female, you release testosterone. Yes, guys generally have a little bit more testosterone, but women do have testosterone as well, and it's essential in building muscle. And don't come to me saying like, oh, I want to tone my muscle, I want to firm my muscle. No, listen, you either build muscle or you don't, okay? And you know, at the filming this video, I'm on my heavier side, about 211, but you know, I'm a natural athlete, never taken any performance enhancing drugs. You can see on some of my videos when I get lean to my leanest in shape, low 190s, 188 pounds. I mean, like, and that's it. I'm not like 225 built full of muscle. So it takes a lot. I mean, I'm trying to train hard. I'm trying to train heavy sometimes, not every time. But I'm trying to work out my legs hard because that actually helps me burn fat and it does help me build muscle. So it's so important that if you want to get better results in the gym, your number 1 goal should be to build muscle. Yes, a lot of times I'll put weight loss workouts and how to burn fat because that's the general consensus. Like, the public wants to know how to burn fat and lose weight. But what you should actually be thinking is, how do I build muscle? Well, and to do that, you want to actually build the muscles in your legs because that's going to give you the whole framework for your body to actually put on muscle in other areas. For example, in your abs or your chest or your back, this is all essential. You want to have a well-rounded, balanced physique, but it all starts with the lower body. So number 2, please, yes, it's harder to build muscle, so don't skip leg day. All right, number 3, let's talk about aesthetics for a second. The whole reason when I first started working out is I wanted to look better. I wanted a flatter stomach. I was 225 pounds, 15 years old. I was fat. That was like the boiling point for me where I was like, I can't take this anymore. As a teenager, heck, even 13 years old, I noticed I was getting fat. I was getting out of shape. I was doing a push-up contest with Raina, and if you're watching this video, it was so long. I was 13 years old. I think I struggled to get like 12, and she knocked out like over 20, and everybody was laughing at me. I was hanging out with a group of friends, and it was embarrassing. I was weak, and I was chubby. I was out of shape. Heck, I was even wondering if I was ever gonna get married or date someone or even have a girlfriend because I was so insecure and self-conscious about my weight, and it just sucked as a kid. So I was always worried about how I looked, and so one of the main reasons I started working out is because I wanted to look better. And let's get this out, okay? If you don't train your legs and you skip leg day, you're gonna look ridiculous. So you do need to train your legs, you do need to train your lower body because you need to have a matching lower body to the upper body. And generally, I'm gonna talk to guys here. Most guys, we like to train upper body. I mean, I've always enjoyed training my chest and my back, my biceps, my arms, anything, because it's like the show muscles, right? Like, you look good in a shirt, whatever. But as I've grown older, I do enjoy training my lower body because of the fact, like, guys, it's good to have a nice looking butt, and I think girls can appreciate that too. And ladies, I mean, heck, I'm from Brazil, so booty's a thing, and you know, gotta have a girl with a butt, right? So it's important to actually have that. You're gonna look so much better. I mean, your jeans are gonna fit snugger, and I know sometimes I've spoken with women and I don't think that's in, but I have had some clients like, oh, I want my legs to be real skinny and real thin. And then I ask why? Well, what's the point of having these super skinny legs? But if you did, go running a lot, do a lot of body weight exercise, and you know, a lot of high endurance, a lot of high reps. Make sure you keep your protein pretty consistent. And you know, if you're on the stair stepper forever and you're running a lot, your legs will shrink a little bit. But again, like, you're gonna look crazy if you don't train your lower body and you skip leg days. So make sure that you do train your legs, you train them with a purpose so you can look a lot better in your clothes and just in your everyday to-day life. Number 4, another reason why you don't want to skip leg days, because you're going to be more susceptible to injury. Listen, a lot of these exercises that I show in my videos, we have single leg balance Romanian deadlifts. We have side lateral kicks, standing single leg balance side lateral kicks. This is going to help improve the stabilizers in your ankles, knees, and hips, okay? And if you don't have these strong stabilizers, I'm telling you, I have this new thing I've been talking about, the road to 100. I don't know if I'm gonna live to be 100 years old, and I don't know if you will either. But if you do, how is the quality of your life, right? And that's what I'm gonna talk about next. But right here, you're more susceptible to injury. I can't tell you how many people I've trained that are in their 40s and 50s, and their parents that are 70 or 80 have broken a hip. I mean, just the other day, one of my girlfriend's clients, she just got out of the hospital, was sick, wasn't COVID, and then literally she fell and broke her hip. She was already at the hospital and she had to go back to the hospital and she has to get hip surgery. I mean, I had another client many years ago. His mom fell, broke her hip, got surgery. 2 months later, fell again and re-broke that same hip. And God, I mean, doing anything in your 80s is tough. I have a client, he's 87, and I see him about 3 days a week, and he can't really walk. And you know, it's a tough life because of the fact that fortunately he's been working out with me and he hasn't had any injuries, but we've had a few 911 calls. Heck, even I had to drop everything I was doing on a Friday and go over to his lake house, and I just sped as fast as I could there in about 27 minutes whenever I had my bike and broke every speed limit to get there. But I wanted to make sure I helped him off the ground because he couldn't get back up, okay? So you're more susceptible to injury. Chances are you could break stuff. Even if you're younger, I think you're gonna have a higher chance of not injuring yourself as bad, but again, you are more susceptible to injury if you're not training your legs and your lower body. Heck, my brother the other day, he was just pushing a box that was empty. Oh, my back. And like, he's seeing this chiro, and I told him he needs to see a different chiro because of the fact he said, oh, it could take 6 months to a year to get your body back in alignment, which I think is crazy. I have an awesome chiropractor and an awesome deep tissue massage therapist that would think otherwise, but you'll hurt yourself out of the blue for doing nothing. So if you want to make sure that you could stay injury free and not get hurt, don't skip leg day. Train your legs. Make sure you work them out with a purpose. Like I said in part 2, I'm going to give you 5 lower body exercises that you should be doing right now, and that'll guide you through all of those exercises so you're going to be less susceptible to injury. Lastly, number 5, you're gonna have improved quality of life. This is kind of very similar to number 4, being less susceptible to injury, but number 5 is improved quality of life. Like I just said, that road to 100, you wanna live a good life. Like, as I've gotten older, I'm almost 40, I'm 37 and shooting in this video, and I love snowboarding. I started snowboarding when I was like 32, 33. I wish I knew about it when I was 17, but I want to do very fun things with my life. I don't want to be caught up on a treadmill or on a stair stepper all day like I was in my 20s when I was doing these fitness model shows. You know, I did start doing some Spartan races, and I found that, dang, I need to do a lot more mobility because of the fact, like, if I'm hanging from bars, I don't want to jack up my shoulders. And especially just as you get older, you're going to have to improve your mobility. So I have a ton of these mobility videos which you can check out. I'm going to put a few down in the description below, so please check those out. But you want to have a better quality of life, so when you're able to squat all the way down, or if you're able to balance on one leg like this, I mean, I know some people, they can't do this. I mean, just a simple single leg balance exercise. So it's so important to do that because I feel as you get older, God gave us this wonderful world to travel and experience life and do things. And heaven forbid that you can't get up a flight of stairs, or if there's this trail that you need to hike, or you want to go around and, you know, just travel around the world, getting in and out of an airplane. Heck, when I go snowboarding, I'm so thankful that I am fit and in shape because I got to lug around this heavy ass 2 snowboards and my suitcase and put the suitcase in the airplane. I can't tell you how many times I've been traveling and someone's like, hey, can you help me load? I'm like, hey, yeah, no problem, no problem. And I'll grab the suitcase and put it up. But damn, it sure does help to be fit. Heck, I was even at the gym today and this lady was like, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry for asking, can you help me lift this 70 pounds? I can't pick it up, I need to deadlift it. It was a 70-pound bar that was on a rack. I helped her lift it and put it down, but heck, like, you don't want to be dependent on anybody, right? We want to be self-sufficient. And I know there might come in a time in our life where maybe we do have an injury and we need some help. But for the most part, you want to have a good quality of life. You don't want to be limited, you know, especially with one of my older clients. I've said it before, Duke, he's 87. He has traveled the world. He's lived a good life. He's made a lot of money, but he can't, you know, walk. You know, and he wants to go to London with his wife, and it's a very huge goal for me to have him go, hopefully before he passes, and I would love that for him, and I want him to take action and do more things that help improve the quality of his life, so him and his wife, they can actually go to London. I mean, he's been to Iceland, he's been to Hong Kong, he, you know, traveled, you know, Texas, everywhere's around the United States, but I want him to actually, you know, enjoy this later stage in his life and do that. And so heaven forbid that if you get a lot older, you can't live, that you need help or you feel limited or restriction. And I don't want life with limitations, and I don't think you should either. So please never skip leg day because you want to improve the quality of your life and you want to live it the best you possibly can. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Lower body exercises, not skipping leg day, is something super important, and I think this should be talked about more often because as we get older, we usually wait till it's the last minute, like you're in pain or something hurts or something's wrong, to start taking action and taking control of our lives. So not skipping leg day and getting in these exercises, which I'm gonna share with you in part 2, so stay tuned because I'm gonna put that link down in the description where you can check out part 2. That I'm going to be talking about the 5 lower body exercises that you can be doing at home right now. Okay, so don't skip leg day. Make it a priority because, like we discussed in the video, if you skip your leg training or your lower body training, it's going to be harder to burn fat. It's going to be harder to build muscle. You're going to have a decreased quality of life. You're going to have a harder time in, you know, improving your mobility, and you're not going to look as good. Okay, so just train your legs, train your lower body, get it done, and comment down below if you need any help or you need any guidance and you need any assistance in the gym. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're brand new, please subscribe. Click on that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content. And as always, I can't wait to see you checking out some of my other videos.
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but some have been much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to speak, but you listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret. I keep on working, I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on the flag. I sail this ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back, I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash, I'm like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen so fast.
Never change my